It's kiln unloading day. So right behind me is 4 months of work. I've procrastinated. So we have, I think it's 69 herb strippers and 45 mugs in here. So quite a bit of work. But right on top is a bunch of herb strippers, so I'll show you those. So this is green tea, I think. It makes a really pretty inside, but the pots are all still a little warm. So in my guild, we have to fire on a cookie. So that's what this is. It's just biscuit clay, so that the glaze, if it runs, doesn't land on the shelf. And then this one's really cool. This one's called Purple Crystal. It looks more blue on camera, but in person it looks really purple. I'll insert a picture if I can get the color better in that. And then this glaze is called Amaryllis. But this is a good example of why we use the cookies, because it did drip a little. So I'll have to grind it off, but it saved my pot. This one I believe is called Lime Shower. Really pretty. And then this one's a little bit of a fail. I was at the end of my blue splatterware, and it's a lot of the crystals, so it's very textured. But I'll probably still sell it. It's still workable. Got some more Amaryllis. Some more green tea. This next one's called Cordovan. It's like a very pretty maroon color. I think I made more than 2, but I'm only seeing 2 so far. Another lime shower. This glaze is called Green Opal, but it seems cursed because all the ones I just pulled out, this small hole is filled with glaze. So these I do discount from $15 to $10. Some people only use the bigger herbs, so they don't mind the small hole being filled. And then lastly we have June Bug. It is iridescent and reflective, so I really like this glaze. And now we can move on to some mugs. But before that, I had a custom order from a friend. She asked for an urn for her cat, and this was the glaze she picked. And I'm very happy. It's been a while since I've made a lidded piece, but this is Purple Crystal with honey flux on top. Now for the mugs. This is that same glaze combo, but it ran by the handle. So we're gonna have to do some grinding. This is one of my favorite glaze combos and a bestseller, but this is Green Opal with Aurora Green on top. This one's not the best of the ones I've done, but it makes this beautiful, if I can get it, glaze color. I'll see, I have more of these, so I'll see if I can find a better representation. Here's another one. It looks like I didn't get enough Aurora Green on top. And then this one also ran, which is a bummer. But I believe this is Winter Wood over Norse Blue. That one I can't even rip off. Oh, it ran over here and by the handle. So yeah, that one's gonna be a lot. Okay, so there's another layer of herb strippers. That's why I was missing some. Here's a couple repeats. We have another Green Opal. Some more June Bugs. This one also ran. This one you have to put more coats on to get that effect, which sometimes means it runs. Then here's some more Cordovan, that beautiful maroon color. So this fail I showed you earlier, this one, This is what it's supposed to look like. So this was the bottom of the barrel, well, very last of the glaze. But 5 of that one. And then we have some more green tea. Can you tell that's one of my best sellers? And then the last duplicate is lime shower. And this was a first for me. I used Norse blue on the herb strippers, and we'll see how they do. People tend to like the blue colors when I bring them to markets. 3 more to make 5. And this pink color is called Raspberry Mist. And then lastly for herb strippers, I think this is Tea Dust. It looks like this one's rim is cracked, but luckily that's not important for the herb strippers. I have 2 more layers to go, but I start to get to be too short for this. I'll have to put the glaze combo on the screen, but I know this is Cordovan and I think flux, but it differs as to whether the flux goes on top or underneath. But interesting that this side and that side look completely different. Ooh, yes, we're starting to get toasty. So this is that same glaze combo, I think. Yeah, this is that same method, and then I have 2 that are reversed. So this is one of the reversed. Not as cool as the last time I did it. Then this is the other one. I'll try to show you the inside. I'll put pictures up of it. But it has a cool Virgo underglaze decal on it. Hopefully somebody likes it. And then here's 2 more of the Aurora Green over Green Opal, so that kind of gives you a better glance of it. This one, though, does have a very big tendency to run on the handle. So that's unfortunate. Another one to grind. This one, I believe, is green tea over Cordovan. A very pretty combo. So these 2, I'll have to put the glaze combo on the screen again. But just look how stunning that rainbow is. But these both very, very badly ran. So I need to note that for the future to leave more room on the bottom. But just look at that rainbow. But yeah, that's how bad it ran. Nearly almost 180. Good thing it's getting warmer and I can use my garage wheel without freezing my butt off. This one I believe is also green tea over Cordovan, but just stunning. This one I believe is flux over green tea, not green tea, tea dust. But it looks like my tea dust is really thin. But that top came out stunning. Here is another Aurora Green over Green Opal. Like I said, I like this glaze combo and it is a bestseller. It did run a little, but easy enough fix. And here's some more tea dust with light flecks on top. Then over here we have Raspberry Mist with light flecks on top as well, with some tree decals. These handles are killing me today. I want to say this is something layered over root beer, but again, I'll put it on the screen. But the handle dripped. I'm getting frustrated. Once again, a handle dripper, but I think this is purple aster over micro pearl. If it's wrong, I'll put it on the screen. This one was also towards the bottom of that blue splatterware. I'm trying to go through all of my back stock of underglaze decals, so this was in there, so I used it. This one makes me scared. The entire bottom row are some Pride mugs I made, but you can't really see it, so I'm a little nervous. This one I believe was supposed to be the bi flag, so pink, blue, and purple, but hopefully the other ones look fine. And then we have an unfortunate mess that is stuck to the shelf, so I'll have to deal with that. I think this is better, hopefully. Let's see, but these are all Pride ones. So, I was so excited for this kiln, but this is kind of more of what I was going for. So you can see the color through the flux that I did in there, and I've done these before. But I wish I would have had time to do a trial run for the flag colors, because I did them a little different, but like you can't see it through the flux. But I can tell that this is supposed to be lesbian because I can see the orange. So we also have this one, and this one. And then here's pansexual, which is pink, blue, and yellow. Another one. This one you can see a little better, but it's not what I had in mind. And I'm so mad because I almost didn't put the flux on them. And I went, nah, add the flux. Shouldn't have done that. And then here is another pan. And then these are transgender, which is blue, pink, and white. And then another transgender. Hopefully people will still like these. And then these are more bisexual, which is pink, blue, and purple. And then one more bisexual. Yeah, these ones got really muddied up. And then this is non-binary, which is purple, yellow, white, and black. And then one more non-binary. And the rest of them are all rainbow. And then here's some more rainbow. This one has a fun bottom. And then the last rainbow. And that's everything in the kiln. And this is what our final cart looks like. So a ton of herb strippers. Ignore my pile of cookies. Some mugs. This is most of the rainbow mugs. And then down here is everything I need to grind. So not as much as I thought. And then this guy here that I need to fix that shelf. And I'm the worst and failed at getting an outro clip. But as you saw previously, I added up all of the numbers for how much I can potentially make out of all this pottery. I think my favorite piece has to be this one, which unfortunately I still need to grind. So that's how much of the cookie I was able to get off. But this is a pretty thick cookie, so I'm not doing that before my market. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with this kiln, and I'm coming around to the Pride mugs. They're not what I had envisioned, but they're still pretty decent. So thank you so much for watching this kiln unloading. I hope you enjoyed it. I am hoping to bring some more pottery content to this channel here soon. I know a lot of you have been asking for pottery vlogs. So it's going to be a little bit before I get any pottery done, because I am starting a full-time job if you have not seen my other videos. But it should just be for the summer, so hopefully I can utilize my garage wheel a little bit until mid-August comes around and I go back to doing this full-time. So thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments what your favorite piece was from this kiln. Are you interested in buying any of them? All of them are linked below except for 4 that I still need to grind. But other than that, all of them are up for sale. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!